Flight crew sign-in. Crew members are required to sign in at the airport flight operations office 1 hour prior to the departure of the first leg. Crews normally arrive earlier than 1 hour in order to accommodate international flight planning, publication flight manual updating, or other administrative responsibilities. Cabin crew members usually attend the briefing session with the chief purser. The chief purser will share the flight information to his or her crews such as passenger number, passenger information, weather, flight time, special handling, and etc. Operations and planning. The flight planning task involves selecting the best routing in terms of time, fuel burn, ride conditions, etc. Given the available information, and generating a flight plan that can be programmed into the aircraft automation. This accounts for aircraft type, forecast weather conditions, aircraft performance, loads and operating weights, aircraft mechanical conditions, marketing constraints, airport limitations and curfews, and company priorities. The flight plan is printed out and its details are examined by the incoming cockpit crew. Pre-flight. The aircraft inspection is usually divided among the cockpit crew and includes an interior walk-around examination, interior cockpit setup, and system checks. These pre-flight inspections are outlined in a checklist format, which is used by the crew to aid in ensuring completeness and maintaining an acceptable level of standardization. Communication between the cockpit and cabin crew members is critical to the safety and efficiency of the flight. The cabin crew members usually perform the pre-flight inspection too. They usually separate the responsibility into two scopes, the in-the-flight inspection and the galley preparation. Gate departure. Once the agent moves the jet bridge out of the way, the pushback crew advises the cockpit that the wheel shocks are removed and that it's safe to release the parking brake. When received, the aircraft is pushed out of the gate area and engines are started when the cockpit crew is advised by the pushback crew that the area is clear. The captain acknowledges the salute and the first officer calls for taxi clearance. Once clearance is received, the captain begins to taxi out only after both pilots have visually checked outside and verbally announced clear left and clear right. Taxi out. As the aircraft approaches the departure end of the runway, the captain makes a departure PA announcement to inform the flight attendants that the takeoff is imminent and they should secure themselves at their station. Take off. In order to make most efficient use of runway resources, the local tower controller often issues a position and hold clearance to an aircraft in preparation for final takeoff clearance. This allows the aircraft to taxi into position and hold on the departure runway while waiting for other traffic to vacate or cross. Runway restrictions are an ATC issued departure time. At this time, the crew makes final checks of the wind or weather and the presence of runway contamination. Terminal area departure. Clear of the immediate airport traffic area, the aircraft is accelerated to maximum low-altitude climb speed unless a restriction is been issued by ATC. The flight attendants typically commence their in-flight service duties during climb out. Climb. The cockpit crew checks the FMS and R performance charts to compare the optimal and maximum cruise altitude with the planned data and desired cruise. Passenger-related activities during decline include beginning the meal and/or beverage service, delivering any marketing PA announcements, and activating any entertainment systems. Cruise. During cruise, the crew must maintain a time or fuel log in order to compare planned time and fuel burn performance with the actual time of arrival and fuel on board over each flight plan waypoint. The baseline departure, time and takeoff, FOB are used to generate the estimated time of arrival or estimated fuel on board log, which is very accurate. Descent. The initial descent takes place with about 30 to 40 minutes remaining to flight, at which time the crew begins the approach and landing preparations. And in range, message is often transmitted to the destination airport station either through ACARS or by VHF radio. Terminal area arrival. Terminal area maneuvering generally begins when the aircraft descends below 10,000 feet, about 30 to 40 miles from the destination airport. As the flight nears the position where it will commence the approach, the crew may be issued additional real-time landing information or instructions. Final approach. The aircraft operated by most air carriers are usually equipped to satisfy the navigation requirements of a variety of approach procedures. If the runway is inside and clear of obstructions at the decision point, the cockpit crew continues to descend until initiating the landing flare maneuver, landing and roll out. After touching down on the runway, the PF uses a combination of reverse thrust, ground spoilers, and wheel braking to decelerate the taxi speed and vacate the runway. Reverse thrust may not be allowed to some airports and at some times of the day for noise abatement reasons. Taxiing. The pilots typically use taxiway diagrams of destination airport to assist in the execution of taxi clearances given to them by ATC. Pilots must be diligent during ground operations at airports with which they are unfamiliar or that are undergoing construction. Airport marking and lighting can be a variable in other locations. Parking. Open the designated exit doors to commence passenger disembarkation. The crew begin unloading and processing the baggage inside. The flight crew secures the cockpit and cabin before departing the aircraft. Post-flight. Upon completing of post-flight duties at the aircraft, the cockpit crew accomplishes any required debriefing reports while the flight attendants make liquor and duty-free deposits, usually at the station's operations.
Oppan Gangnam
May
Style.
gulong. May gulong.
Gangnam Style. 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자, 커피 한 잔에 열일하는 품격 있는 여자, 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자, 그런 반전 있는 여자. 너는 선호해, 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선호해, 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선호해, 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선호해, 그런 선호해. 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까. 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자, 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자, 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선호해. 점잖아 보이지만